Legend tells of the dwarves, the first of the major races, born from the divine forge deep within the mountains of Verra. Their ships, fabled to be made of stone and steel, carried them to these lands. They were people, linked to the earth, with a society built not just on rock and ore, but on the enduring strength of their matriarchs and the unbreakable bonds of their family guilds. Their capital, Dün, was carved into the highest peak of the northern mountains. For centuries, the Dünzenkell nation thrived, fueled by a hidden source of magic deep within the Underrealm. But a new chapter was foretold, one marked by fear. Strange lights, the harbingers, appeared in the night sky. At first there were 3, then more, until they numbered 16, a constant, ominous presence that brought terror to even those of the stoutest hearts. A king fell, and a queen was crowned. Ancient prophecies spoke of a great darkness to come, and though pride begged them to stay, many families began to flee the mountain, abandoning a home that had stood since the beginning of recorded history. And then it happened. A boom, like the mountain itself had been split asunder, a cataclysm known as a Great Shattering. The sound was deafening and shaking relentless. It was in this moment the world broke, and with it the soul of the mountain. The veins of ore, once a source of life, became the font of corruption, twisting the very stone into the monstrous forms. Those who fled were scattered. Those who stayed were consumed. This is where our story begins. The halls, once filled with the rhythmic clang of hammers, now echoes with the shrieks of the corrupted. We are not here to build or to mine. We are the survivors, the defiant. We have returned to reclaim our shattered home, to fight our way through the very veins of this dying mountain. The mountain's soul may be fractured, but the dwarf spirit, that remains unbroken.
Fresh through the portal from Sanctus? Good. Every new adventurer is another pair of eyes, another strong arm. Welcome to the glorious halls of Mount Dun, or what remains of its Dünzenkell glory. Aye, ancestral home of all dwarven kind. Before we make any attempt to reclaim our place in Verra, we should reclaim these halls. Verra is our birthright. The goddess made Verra for us, and us for Verra. That is why we are here. Surely you already feel the essence here, flowing through you. Essence is the spark of the goddess of creation in all things. It's the energy that powers this portal, and all magic in all the world. If only ye could learn of it in peace. Faulty automata, grabber machines, swarming these halls have made such notions impossible. Aye, these ancient contraptions, forged of metal and animated by the invisible energies, carry ancient wisdom. These marvels stand as pensive sentinels, watching the ebb and flow of time, powered by the mystic force we now call essence. Mayhaps their hearts beat with the pulse of forgotten civilizations, aye, like whispers in the wind. What kept them running is a mystery, but they attack us unprovoked along with the mysterious clay dwarves. We are still piecing it together. We don't know what corrupted them and what they have been doing the last 1,000 years. Some still gig for the Dünzenkell of old. Others violently attack honest folk trying to make their way through the tunnels here. You need to get to Hammer Rest. Seek Commander Great Ironhand on the road to the east and up the stairs. She knows the tunnels well and can guide you. Keep a keen eye on the statues and defend yourself should any of them shift a pebble.
The first steps of the mountains be paved with blood. The hammer-guard clash with the faulty grabblings, twisted things, gnawing at the stone itself. Every strike of steel echoes through the dark. A hymn of war sung in sweat and fury. Among the rubble we find archaeologist Hatcher. His eyes see not the fight, but the runes carved deep into the walls.
Thank you, and reward? For blushing some dirt? Ah, forget it. Take it and go.
Our path leads upward, and at the foot of a great stairway stands God Hammerbane. His command is as sharp as the edge of an axe. Press on, cross the bridge, do not falter. The halls are unforgiving. A single misstep here, and the mountain takes you for its own. A silent grave lost to the depths. His words are a cold comfort, a reminder that in this place only the strong survive, and even the strong can be consumed. We then meet Mother Ingra, who sends us on a quest to find forgotten goods, keepsakes and memories left in these halls.
Don't guide your stepchild. May the deep veins of the earth return to you what is lost, and grant you the grace to carry it home. So is the will of Restoration's hammer. In the mad rush to reach the surface, many travelers drop their property along the way. I'll walk the stone-bound path, gathering abandoned items and guiding them to their rightful place, be they trinket, truth, or soul. Don't guide your stepchild.
Further still, we meet Ash, our construct keeper, whose face is smudged with soot and oil. She explains the constructs, iron beasts wrought by dwarven hands long ago, now nothing more than scattered bones and rust. She bids us gather their salvaged parts and carry them to Merrill. Even broken steel can serve again if the forge burns hot enough. A testament to dwarven spirit, unyielding, unbreakable, and always ready to rebuild.
What can I do you for? I'm a bit busy at the moment, trying to keep these grabblings from absorbing the corrupted essence lingering here still. The name's Todd and Fire Eye, but everyone just calls me Ash. Aye, these ancient mechanized constructs were once used by my people to assist in mining operations all throughout the mountains here. When everyone left during the Exodus, the machines were left behind. What happened after, we're still not so sure. But these bastards became corrupted and now feed on our essence to keep themselves powered. It's a gruesome sight to behold. Well, my partner and I found a way to cleanse and rebuild these so we can use them again. I find damaged ones and take them apart to salvage what we can to make refurbished ones. Actually, I have some parts piling up here that I need to get to her. Oh, I'd be more than happy to lend a hand. Just show me the path, and I'll get those parts to her in a jiffy. And a wee bit of glint never hurt anyone, eh? Let's get to it.
Though the Anvil's gateway, we find Henry Brubble. His voice a low whisper, he speaks of stolen sigils taken by the fractured claystone dwarves. Sigils of warding, sigils of doom, bring them back, he begs, for without them even the stoutest halls stand naked before the creeping dark. His fear is tangible, a cold draft in the air, a sign that the enemy is not just without, but within.
Oh, this? It's made of the same stuff as these statue dwarfs, don't you think? I'd stake my beard that those clay dwarves are where we'll find more. How'd you like to take a crack at gathering a few up? I know the runesmith in Hammerrest would love to see them.
Then comes Commander Ironhand. Her voice is steel, her will be unbent. She orders us to fight our way clear of the halls and deliver her words to Hammerrest, the fortress above. But duty binds her to a deeper cause. She commands us to wrestle a sacred rune from the Clayborn, the corrupted, and bear it to rune-scribe Flinthelm. These are no mere markings, lad. Such runes carry the very breath of the mountain, a power that could turn this tide.
Another adventurer, still covered in portal dust. Keep moving before these clay abominations come to test the strength of my hammer. The road to Hammerrest is through the tunnels here. It's crawling with Clayborn, attacking any that try to pass. Undeterred, eh? Good. You'll need to fight your way through to the old lifts that lead to Hammerrest. And steer clear of the Guardian bastards, lest your adventures here end without a glimpse of the Verran sky. I think they're leading the Clay ones. We've got sharp minds helping us suss them out. But until we know more about this foe, steer clear. That's a job for our rune scribes, but if you're keen to help, here's what I do. The Clayborn Guardians have strange runes etched into their frames. If you can pry one from the constructs, deliver it to rune scribe Flinthelm and Hammerrest. Perhaps with your help, we can learn a bit about this foe.
Need to get more of these.
Meeting Merrill, we're able to help him get these constructs up and running.
I just can't seem to keep these grappling parts in stock. Just in time, too. I need to get more of these up and running right away. Right.
At last we rise, iron chains groaning beneath our feet, upward, ever upward, until onto Hammerrest itself. A city hewn in defense, carved from the bones of the mountain, stone and fire, unyielding like the dwarves who call it home. It is a beacon of hope in a sea of despair, a fortress built not just of rock, but of grim, stubborn defiance. In Hammerrest we meet rune-scribe Flinthelm, who is taken back by the runes we deliver, almost worried. Runes he has never seen before.
You made it through the tunnels. Greta's dispatches spoke of increasing troubles. By the First Forge. These are no runes I've ever encountered in our archives. This is a grave development, but also a vital clue. You've done well to bring this to me. There's much work to be done if we are to understand the threat these clay dwarves pose. Your efforts have borne strange fruit indeed. The more I delve into the runes on this plate, the more it reads like powerful binding magics. Our ancestors were masters of enchanting, imbuing metal and stone with skill and elemental force. But this is some perversion of those arts. Your efforts have borne strange fruit indeed. The more I delve into the runes on this plate, the more it reads like powerful binding magics. Our ancestors were masters of enchanting, imbuing metal and stone with skill and elemental force. But this is some perversion of those arts. It's more than just clever clockwork or programmed responses. I've begun to consider a disturbing possibility. These are not merely constructs, but vessels. The animating force within them isn't just magic, but a spirit, or something like to it, bound to the clay and metal. The ancient texts are very clear. Binding a sentient spirit into an artificial form is forbidden. Exactly the question I'm grappling with. If they are somehow utilizing bound spirits or creating these vessels, they wouldn't be mining common iron for repairs.
I'll give you a list if you're interested. It's nothing fancy.
Ores or minerals they are truly after. Once you've joined the appointed gatherers at the rally point, move towards Veinbreaker, but avoid entering the mines themselves. See what you can glean outside, and inform me of your findings. Be on your guard.
More hands mean lighter work. If those hands are willing, that is. This reclamation, it ain't just about fighting those clanking constructs. It's about rebuilding. We need food, shelter, supplies. Everything starts with the basics. I can see you've got some grit, but every settler needs the means to contribute and to survive. Take those basic gathering tools I gave you and get yourself out into the wilderness. The foothills around the old Veinbreaker mines are a good spot. But for the love of all stone, stay out of the mine entrance itself. It's crawling with those hostile clay dwarves. Stick to the surface, where it's a bit safer. Bring me back a small bundle of useful materials, and show me you're worthy of those tools. A fair trade, I reckon. It'll show you've got the knack for it, and it'll help our stocks. Have you the materials? Aye. This is good work. Herbs fresh and bright, solid wood, good clean stone. You've got a knack for it, and you followed instructions. Didn't get yourself smashed by those constructs in the mines, I trust. Tell you what, we had a windfall while you were out, and you can keep the materials. We all need the help. If you're interested in more work, I've got a spare mare I could part with to assist you. We don't need the materials raw, but we could use them after processing. Process the plants, wood, and stone you brought back, and I can trade you an old swayback. She's not fast, but she's faster than you. She'll get you down to the refining workstations just fine.
We then meet Garam Hammersong, who wishes us to start cleaning up the area, building the land around us, and setting up the dwarves for future expeditions.
I hear the jingling of ancient sigils. I'd guess Brubble sent you my way. Well then, let's see what you have. I've no idea, but the runes hold a secret that we of Restoration's Hammer hope to reveal. The key to rebuilding the Empire hides within the rubble of its fall. Now then, let's have those sigils.
We then meet Brimir Coldchisel, who feels the sigils we found may return and restore our dwarven empire. Yet, back in the halls, not all who wander them are warriors. Thune Leatherfoot, a scholar, and curious as a cave fox, bids us to wander the forgotten caverns. He seeks the past, not to reclaim it, but to understand it. Meanwhile, Spiritus Tomoma, keeper of the whispers, begs for our aid. She needs us to help the essence of the heartwood tree. Aye, even beneath endless stone, the spirits of nature still stir, a quiet protest against the creeping corruption.
Still persists. Some of us can feel it, like a faint murmur or a pulse that surrounds us and never fades. There is. This silent tree still has remnants essence within, which can be drawn out and used for good. I have been using the roots I find here to help travelers and other Niguan settlers. Do you wish to help as well? The tasks stay simple, but going come with challenges, cause the caves stay full with corrupted grabber machines. If can, go pick up any ancient heartwood tree roots you find, yeah? We appreciate 'em plenty. Keep 'em and bring 'em back to me. I will eventually perform the ritual to save the essence within. Willing to help?
while we cannot save the tree, this ancient essence will be given a chance to be used again. It's the cycle of life. The spirits will guide you back for sure. Ah, these are beautiful specimens. I look forward to harnessing these essence still within these. I do not weep for the ancient heartwood tree here. I weep for the ones that must be protected. I think you understand more in time.
We gather the roots, a sacred harvest. We strike down the ramkin, demon-eyed beasts born of shadow, and then we find them, the fallen, explorers who braved the dark before us. Their bones lie cold, but their maps speak yet. A trail leads to the prismatic pool. We find the last of them. Doruma, his task is done, his spirit weary. His tale ends where ours begins.
Get to your bonfire. Leave Duruma alone. My exploring days are over. Duruma's map. Well, technically, it belonged to my partners, but I haven't seen them for days. I'm sure they'll show up anytime soon. Duruma thanks ya.
And so, lad, we step into bonfire. The flames crackle and the stone watches, and the true journey begins. Never forget, dwarves are not merely smiths nor miners. We are survivors. Our tale is carved, not in parchment nor song, but in steel, in rune, and in blood. The mountain soul may be fractured, but a dwarf spirit, that remains unbroken.